Welcome to www.theaustraliantest.com, your trusted resource for Australian citizenship test preparation with 12 years of experience. In this video, we will present 20 unique multiple-choice questions drawn directly from the official guide, Australian Citizenship, Our Common Bond. Each question comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please do not skip and watch continuously for the best learning experience. Do not forget to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started.
Question 1. For which of the following responsibilities are local governments responsible? Option A, health services and hospitals. Option B, railways. Option C, local roads, footpaths, bridges. Option D, roads and road traffic control. The correct answer is local roads, footpaths, bridges. This explanation, local governments and the Australian Capital Territory Government are responsible for local roads, footpaths, bridges. Question 2. What are the consequences of breaking traffic laws in Australia? Option A, verbal warnings only. Option B, fines or imprisonment. Option C, license suspension only. Option D, community service. The correct answer is fines or imprisonment. Summary explanation, road and traffic rules are controlled by state and territory governments. People can be fined large amounts of money or even sent to prison for breaking traffic laws. Question 3. What is the primary function of the Governor-General when a bill is passed by the Australian Parliament? Option A, debating the bill. Option B, vetoing the bill. Option C, signing the bill into law. Option D, amending the bill. The correct answer is signing the bill into law. For explanation, the Governor-General's role includes signing all bills passed by the Australian Parliament into law, which is also known as giving royal assent. Question 4. Who is the highest authority in the court? Option A, the Prime Minister. Option B, the judge or magistrate. Option C, juries. Option D, the Governor-General. The correct answer is the judge or magistrate. This explanation, the judge or magistrate is the highest authority in the court. Judges and magistrates are independent and no one can tell them what to decide. Question 5. Torres Strait Islander people originally lived in. Option A, islands to the west of Queensland. Option B, islands to the east of Queensland. Option C, islands to the north of Queensland. Option D, mainland Australia. The correct answer is islands to the north of Queensland. Explanation, Torres Strait Islanders are from islands to the north of Queensland. Question 6. In addition to English, what is notable about Australia's linguistic diversity? Option A, French and German are widely spoken. Option B, Chinese and Japanese are the dominant languages. Option C, more than 100 distinct Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages are valued. Option D, Spanish and Italian are the official languages. The correct answer is more than 100 distinct Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages are valued. Explanation, Australia's national language is English. Other languages are also valued, including more than 100 distinct Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages. Question 7. When is Australia Day celebrated? Option A, 26 January. Option B, 24 January. Option C, 28 January. Option D, 25 January. The correct answer is 26 January. Explanation: on 26 January each year, we celebrate Australia Day. Australia Day is a public holiday in every state and territory in Australia.
Question 8. Who becomes the Prime Minister of Australia after a federal election? Option A, the leader of the party with the most senators. Option B, the leader of the party with the majority in the House of Representatives. Option C, the candidate chosen by the Governor General. Option D, the leader of the opposition. The correct answer is the leader of the party with the majority in the House of Representatives. Explanation: the Australian Citizenship. Our common bond states that after a federal election, the Australian government is generally formed by the party or coalition of parties with the majority of members in the House of Representatives. The leader of this party becomes the leader of the Australian government, the Prime Minister. Question 9, which is the main town situated close to the centre of Australia? Option A, Duntroon. Option B, Palmerston. Option C, Alice Springs. Option D, Catherine.
The correct answer is Alice Springs. In explanation, the Northern Territory has the tropics in the north and red desert soil in the south. Most of its small population live in the capital city, Darwin, and along the main highway between Darwin and Alice Springs, which is the main town near the center of Australia.
Question 10. Which statement about voting in local government elections is true? Option A, it is not compulsory to vote in local government elections in all states. Option B, it is compulsory to vote in local government elections in all states. Option C, it is not compulsory to vote in local government elections in some states. Option D, voting in local government elections is optional for all citizens.
The correct answer is it is not compulsory to vote in local government elections in some state. Explanation: Australian citizens aged 18 years or over must register their name and address on the electoral roll. Once you are on the electoral roll, voting is compulsory for Australian citizens aged 18 years or over in federal and state or territory elections. Voting in local government elections is not compulsory in some states.
Question 11. The Australian system of parliamentary democracy was based on the Option A, French system. Option B, American system. Option C, Japanese system. Option D, British system. The correct answer is British system. Explanation: the Australian system of parliamentary democracy was based on the British system developed over many centuries. In the Australian system, the leader of the Australian government is the Prime Minister. Question 12. Protecting life and property is the job. Option A, the jury. Option B, the police. Option C, the judge. Option D, the military. The correct answer is the police. Explanation: the police maintain peace and order in the community. It is their job to protect life and property. They are independent of the government. Question 13. If the majority of members in each House of Parliament agrees to the bill, it goes to the Option A, MPs. Option B, Governor General. Option C, the House of Representatives. Option D, the Prime Minister. The correct answer is Governor General. Explanation: if the majority of members in each House of Parliament agrees to the bill, it goes to the Governor General. Question 14. Australia's system of government is a Option A, parliamentary democracy. Option B, parliamentary monarchy. Option C, presidential democracy. Option D, federal republic. The correct answer is parliamentary democracy. Next explanation, Australia's system of government is a parliamentary democracy. This means that all Australians are involved in how the country is governed. Question 15. What is the color of the bottom half of the Australian Aboriginal flag? Option A, green. Option B, black. Option C, red. Option D, yellow. The correct answer is red. Explanation. The Australian Aboriginal flag's bottom half is red and represents the earth and a spiritual relation to the land. Question 16. Which statement about Australian law is true? Option A. Australian laws don't apply to the police and business people. Option B. Australian laws don't apply to community and religious leaders. Or option C. Australian laws must be obeyed by people who hold positions of power in the Australian community. Option D. Australian laws only apply to ordinary citizens. The correct answer is Australian laws must be obeyed by people who hold positions of power in the Australian community. Explanation. All Australians are equal under the law and no person or group is above the law. This is called the rule of law. People who hold positions of power in the Australian community must obey Australia's laws. Question 17. What is another name for the Australian government? Option A, territory government. Option B, general government. Option C, Commonwealth government. Option D, state government. The correct answer is Commonwealth government. Explanation. The Australian government is also called the federal government or the Commonwealth government. For question 18. The official symbol that identifies the authority and property of the Commonwealth of Australia. Option A, the national flower of Australia. Option B, the national anthem. Option C, Commonwealth coat of arms. Option D, the Australian flag. The correct answer is Commonwealth coat of arms. Explanation. The Commonwealth coat of arms is the official symbol of the Commonwealth of Australia. It represents our national unity. It identifies the authority and property of the Commonwealth of Australia. Question 19. Who chooses the MPs or senators to become ministers? Option A, the Prime Minister. Option B, the Queen. Option C, the Governor General. Option D, the Premier. The correct answer is the Prime Minister. So explanation, the Prime Minister chooses MPs or senators to become ministers. Ministers are responsible for important areas of government, such as employment, Indigenous affairs, or the Treasury. Question 20. What do we remember on Anzac Day? Option A, the first fleet's landing at Sydney Cove. Option B, the first free settlers arriving from Britain. Option C, the sacrifice of Australians who served and died in wars, conflicts, and peacekeeping operations. Option D, the signing of the Australian Constitution. The correct answer is the sacrifice of Australians who served and died in wars, conflicts, and peacekeeping operations. For explanation, Anzac Day is a solemn day when we remember the sacrifice of all Australians who served and died in wars, conflicts, and peacekeeping operations. We also honor the courage and commitment of all servicemen and women.
Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your Australian citizenship test. Remember to check out www.theaustraliantest.com for more free resources and practice tests. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to Australian citizenship.